Welcome again everyone. In this video, I continue with my series of tutorial videos on thermodynamics. According to the first law of thermodynamics, heat transfer to a system can be either converted to internal energy or used to do work to the environment. Gases can do work through expansion or compression against a constant external pressure. Work done by gases is also sometimes called pressure volume work. An ideal gas undergoes a constant expansion at constant temperature T, so its volume changes from V1 to V2. How much work does the gas do? When work is done by a thermodynamic system is usually a gas that is doing the work. In this figure shows the work done by gas at variable pressure. The work done by a gas at constant pressure we can calculate by considering a gas contained in a cylinder with movable piston. At constant pressure, W, or we can say work, will be equal to P delta V. A line from A to B represents an expansion of a gas at constant pressure. The work done is the area under the curve. And at variable pressure, piston moves up against the pressure P external and volume changes from V1 to V2. The work done by the system may be shown as W will be equal to P dV within the limits V1 to V2. The integral expression gives the exact area under the curve which is equal to the work. In this figure we can see the white area under the curve from A to B shows the work done by the system at variable pressure. Work done by a system decreases the internal energy of the system as indicated in the first law of thermodynamics. To calculate work done in reversible isothermal expansion of a gas, first of all we have to consider work done by the system at variable pressure, which is W equals to P dV under the limits V1 to V2. For an ideal gas, P may be replaced by RT upon V. After differentiation, the equation becomes as W is equals to RT ln V2 upon V1. For n moles of an ideal gas, W will be equal to nRT ln V2 upon V1. For irreversible expansion of gas, work done by the system may be written as nRT 1 minus P2 upon P1. In this situation, the change in internal energy will be equal to 0. Work done in the reversible expansion will be equal to the heat absorbed by the system. Now we can see that first law of thermodynamics is applicable in our daily life, like a light bulb which transforms electrical energy into light and heat energy. Second one, the car engine transforms chemical energy into kinetic and heat energy. It also explains human metabolism, the conversion of food into energy that is used by the body to perform activities. Our body loses internal energy, and there are three places the internal energy can go: to heat transfer, to doing work, and to stored fat. Heat transfer and doing work take internal energy out of the body, and then food puts it back. If you eat just the right amount of food, then your average internal energy remains constant. Whatever you lost to heat transfer and doing work is replaced by food, so that in the long run, del U will be equal to 0. If you overheat, then del U is always positive and your body stores this extra internal energy as fat. Also, our body provides a good example of irreversible processes. Body fat can be converted to do work and produce heat transfer. Work done on the body and heat transfer into it cannot be converted to the body fat. Now we end today's session here. Thanks a lot.